Hello everyone, this is Haley from Cartoon Universe with another Steven Universe Theory video. Today I'm going to talk about Steven's healing powers and a possible cure for the widespread corruption of gems on Earth. Steven has many cool powers that are unique to gem kind. In fact, he's still learning about his powers, with new ones showing up every once in a while. But not only does he continually get new powers, his existing ones evolve and become stronger as he learns to control them and learns what makes them work. One of his most useful powers is his healing spit. He first discovered he had this power in an indirect kiss, when he let Connie drink his durian juice and her eyesight was suddenly healed. This was quite an amazing way to end the episode, mostly because a huge portion of the episode was Steven telling Connie how he may never live up to his mother's legacy because he does not have all of her powers, such as her healing tears. The impression was given that whenever Rose shed tears, she could heal almost anything because she felt sympathy for any being that got hurt.
Steven, your mother had healing tears that flowed from her gem. She felt real love for those around her. She felt real sorrow when they were hurt.
Although it either did not work on corrupted gems at all, or she never tried it on them, or maybe it partially worked like with Steven and she kept that a secret. But whatever was the truth about how her healing tears worked, it was clearly shown that Steven did not have healing abilities in this exact form. What we learned he had instead was healing spit. At this point we don't exactly know how they differ besides one manifesting in the form of tears and the other spit. But almost as soon as he got his healing powers, he believed to have lost them. At least that is what Steven and the Crystal Gems believed. However, it is possible that he never lost the ability in the first place. Let's take a look at what he was able to heal and what he had no luck with. First of course was Connie, and then Lapis, then Greg even though he had not admitted at first, then MC Bear Bear, then Centipedal, and finally Eyeball. Looking at the list of things he could not heal, it is actually quite a small list consisting of the Storm Geode and the Homeworld Warp. If you have not noticed the trend already, everything he was able to heal was a person or object that he had a strong emotional connection to, or at the very least had some sort of relationship with. And this is extremely consistent with almost all of Steven's other powers, like his shield or his floating ability. All these abilities first manifested themselves when he felt strong emotions, especially those of love. With both the Geode and the Homeworld Warp, he never really knew either of those objects until he decided to use his powers on them. Of course, this would have just been a coincidence, and he really was psyching himself out, until Monster Reunion, when he was finally able to use his powers again. And perhaps like with his other abilities that he can now use on a whim because of his experience with them, it is possible that he'll eventually gain better control over his healing spit, and be able to use it on things he has not formed a bond with, perhaps like Rose was able to do. Maybe he'll even be able to utilize it in the future to be able to heal corrupted gems, and not the partial healing like we saw with Centipedal. But there's always the chance that Steven will need to do something else to undo corruption. There are a few alternative theories that I've seen giving an answer on how to fix this huge problem. Perhaps instead of Pink Diamond being the key like I said in some of my previous videos, Steven is the one that will be the solution. The big question that this part of the video brings up is if Steven can become corrupted. Evidence shows that he cannot. First off, we see that gem destabilizers have no lasting effects on him. Although their function is to poof gems and not corrupt them, it does show that waves of energy or sound that come from outside sources cannot hurt him, which is probably what caused the corruption of gems in the first place. His human half protects him from destabilization, but it may be more than just that. What if a rose quartz cannot become corrupted in the first place? After all, it is the gem with the power to create a shield that resists corruption, although it may be the shield and not the gem itself with this type of protection. This leads to the possibility that if Steven fuses with a corrupted gem, he'll be able to heal it. This could work just like how the corrupted snow monster we saw in Earthlings was able to corrupt Jasper after she diffused. Steven could spread some of his resistance to destabilization and possibly even corruption onto another gem, ultimately healing them. However, it does seem a bit of a challenge to heal every single corrupted gem in this fashion. This leads me to another solution, which is my final one for this video. Another power that Steven has recently been developing greatly is his dream abilities. The Steven Universe Wiki refers to this as empathic telepathy, with mind transfer being a subset of this ability. When Steven is awake, he is able to determine the emotional state of a gem, even if it is corrupted, like in Horror Club. And because of this ability, he was able to communicate effectively to the cluster while he was attempting to make a physical form. This goes to a whole other level when he is asleep. In this state, he can communicate with the gem directly, no matter where they are, just like he did with Lapis in Chilitide. And he has been shown to help people through emotional distress before by going inside their mind, which is exactly what he did for Kiki. So perhaps if he could go into the mind of a gem and speak with them, he'd be able to do something, and they would not even have to be near him. If Steven had seen the corrupted gem once, it'd be enough to form a strong enough connection to heal one. After all, Garnet did call corruption a tear of the mind. Could Steven be able to fix that tear by using his dream powers? Probably not currently, because corruption is something that is very hard to get rid of once it starts infecting the gem. But I will admit that this seems like another good option, as we have recently been getting a lot of development with Steven's dream powers. We will have to wait and see just how strong they get. So those are some of my favorite explanations regarding the corruption cure. Although I do think it would be really cool to see Pink Diamond to be the one to heal corrupted gems, it makes a bit more sense for Steven to be the one to do so because it was something his mother once tried to do. Also, many people think there is no way Pink Diamond is coming back, so Steven would definitely make more sense to be the savior of so many gems. Tell me in the comments how you think corrupted gems might be healed, if this is even a possibility. Wrapping this video up, I would like to say thank you to new Patreon supporter Cronus Ampora, and also many more thanks to all my other current Patreon supporters. Now on to thanking those who have contributed to this video. There are a lot this time. First up is the Team Players for making the Do It For Her acoustic guitar cover for my channel. The rest of the music in the video is from them as well. All of it is amazing. So I definitely recommend checking out their channel. Links for everything will be in the description below. And thank you Kellogg's for these adorable mini Haleys who you'll be seeing a lot more of in the near future. If you have ever wondered what I look like, it is more or less like this. Finally, a shout out to SUANA who helped craft some of these theories seen in the video. Thanks for watching!